Hello, this is my Pitaka wallet review. This is the box it comes in. I think it's got some magnets in there. There's like a bunch of magnets holding the wallet in place, and there's also some cleverly hidden in the actual box that keep it closed. So this is the wallet. This is the 12 version. This is the front, back, and they've got the little website there. And as you probably know, this is how it opens up. It's very similar to the Keplero wallet, where it's carbon fiber using magnets to hold it in place. And as well as that, it is modular. So you can take it apart, rearrange it, put it back together again. One thing to note is when you first get it, it is a little bit stiff, but as you open and close it and use it, it does get better and it's a lot more smoother eventually. This is just the regular wallet you can buy. It comes, I think it's for 6 cards only, but you can also get extra layers that hold 2 cards each. And as you see, it's kind of, well, the finish is really smooth. This is the 12 version. The first version was a little bit different. It's got like a different pattern on it. I'll probably show you the sides. It's I think it's slightly thicker than the Keplero wallet, but honestly it's built very well. Obviously, if you're in the US or in a country where you just use magnetic strip, this will most likely demagnetize the strip, so obviously it's not a good idea to have your cards in there in that case. If you have chip and pin cards or the wireless RFID contactless cards, then you don't really have that problem. There is also they're also developing a money clip. I don't have one at the moment. Maybe, I don't know if I can get my hands on one eventually. But I think it's like a end layer where the clip is inside here, so where you keep the money, and the other side is basically just sort of smooth with maybe like a little hole there where the clip is. There's also, I heard something about customization, and most likely what will happen is you get to customize the one of the side layers, whichever one is the actual top, and then you just buy that one layer and you just stick it on top. Yeah, compared to I've seen some of the videos on the Keplero wallet, the beta ones that have come out to some of the backers. It showed that the quality was pretty bad. The I don't know if you can see that, the little pattern there is where that's how they did the machining. But with this one, it's very, very smooth, as well as the ramp. The ramp is very smooth, and the cards come out pretty easily compared to the Keplero wallet, where it was a little bit rough and they had a hard time getting the card out with the ramp. Someone said they didn't have a ramp, which I'm not sure why, or it could be just it was too rough to actually work. This is obviously not a good card to put in there. There are some, as long as it's like a credit card shaped card, it should pretty much work. The cards don't fall out. There's like there are these little slots um, on the sides that keep the card in place. The Keplera wallet doesn't have that. I remember suggesting that to them, but as you know, they don't reply to any emails or anything. I also suggested putting the magnets up along the top, so um, as the magnet, as you open the wallet, the magnet goes over the card and not through it. And also suggested how using two different magnets, where you have like a slightly weaker one for the small one, probably the rare earth magnet for the larger one, to keep everything together. I've used it for maybe a couple of days and it's been working pretty well. You can drop it while it's closed, it will stay closed, but if you drop it while it's open, it basically it falls to pieces like that. But you can just easily just pick it back up and put it back together. So it's not really an issue when dropping, because when you drop them, the cards stay in the slots and they don't come out. So let me do that properly. Yeah. So anyway, that's my review. It's a pretty good wallet. Quality is great, and I think with when you do receive the wallet, they also give you a little card as a thank you and whatnot, which is kind of nice. So one of the features of the wallet is the RFID blocking. I don't have a contactless card, but I did have a Oyster card, which I put it at the bottom. I tested it with the wallet closed, and it definitely did not work. I thought maybe I had it flipped around, so I turned it around, but it still didn't work. Obviously, if it's in further in, it's not going to work. I also tried taking the layer out and just pressing it like this, but that was hit and miss. What I did find is by going to the last layer, pushing it out, touching in, and then putting the card back in and closing the wallet, that worked better. But yeah, I haven't tried with the contactless card, which I plan to get eventually, and hopefully I'll test it out with that. But it does look like it does block RFID signals, so it should block card signals as well. So if someone bumps into you with a card reader, then they can't just scan your card and take the information whenever they like. But so anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully that should be enough information you need. Bye.